So we open with the ladies getting an invitation to one of Dorit's over-the-top parties. Meanwhile, in Bel Air, Kathy Hilton throwing a spa day for the Goyles. So this lady talking about charging all the instruments with Reiki energy and all the facial stuff. Tone is with jewels. They asked Kathy about the chakra, and she said, honey, when they start talking like that, I just tune them out. Keep your new age and new wave in for May. I ain't here to hear it. And Kathy, you are as new wave as it gets. I mean, you talking to your dog. In dog. So then Erica starts talking to Kyle, and she said, Garcelle's dinner was nice, but no, I ain't working through nothing with Sutton. My husband confronted a burglar because the house was broken into, and my son was in a car accident, and the car rolled 5 times. I'm under so much stress. You're just throwing out anything anybody might listen to get your side self some sympathy so you can keep up this farce of a plot line. So Tom has glaucoma and he had to get eye surgery. She said, I think it's the stress and the pressure. It's affecting his eye. What's affecting your brain is the question. Because we ain't buying your bull. Kyle, you two-faced glaucoma knocking. And that's the precise moment when Dog Dude turns white. You gonna say Erica's story is unbelievable. I believe her. It doesn't mean I don't believe her. But the story is unbelievable. You're unbelievable. Kyle said it was snowing in Pasadena, California. It was snowing in Southern California. He lives further up. As someone who lives in California, if it was snowing, I would know. It would make the news because it hasn't rained here in 2 freaking years. It hasn't rained. So any type of precipitation makes the news. You really think we stupid? You think we stupid as Tom thought his victims were. Meanwhile, across town, Garcelle hires a matchmaker. Okay, I ain't mad at Keith. I ain't mad at Keith at all. You better get him, Garcelle, before I do. Meanwhile, mean girl Crystal is having Kyle over for tea. Oh, Crystal's spending her husband's money to get her basement redone with a golf simulator and a movie theater. Y'all ain't had a movie theater and he directed The Lion King? Y'all slacking. Crystal gonna say, my dad was frugal, I'm frugal, Rob likes to spend his money. It's Rob's money. You're not frugal, you're poor. Let's get that straight. You married into money. If he decided to leave you penniless, honey, he could. I'm sick of these people spending other people's money. You gonna marry into money and then try to be frugal with it. Why, you saving it for when he dead? Then the conversation turns to Garcelle and the fact that she says she don't feel like she in the group. And Crystal says, I don't see her not being in the group. And Kyle says she's invited to everything. Yeah, but y'all ain't let her in like you let the chip heifer in. Like you let Renna in. I mean, Kyle, you were OG, so you've been here since the Guinness. But them other heifers, they wasn't always here, but y'all are thick as thieves. And I will say some of it, Garcelle, is going to be time. But some of it is like you and Sutton are on the outs. But then again, you did align yourself with Sutton. And we like Sutton, but she is odd. She's odd. So later that day, Kyle and Mauricio head over to the Chip Effa and her piglets. And they going to have a dinner. And Kyle said, girl, let me tell you the lie Erica tried to get me to swallow yesterday. Dorit said, oh, okay. Someone broke into Tom's house? I mean, they really acting like they trying to believe her, but they ain't. They ain't. They giving all the surface they can because they LA heifers. And surface is all they have. No substance, just surface. PK putting mayo on salmon, but PK British, and they like bad food. I'm sorry, but y'all do. I love my British fans, but y'all, pork and beans with everything? No. I love how PK asked, well, how did Erica know Tom got robbed and was in the hospital since they supposed to be getting a divorce and she ain't talking to him? How did she know? Kyle said, I don't know. She was alerted somehow. Somebody told her. The same person that told her the story she's trying to stick to. The look on Mauricio's face when Dorit said Erica sent her son, who's a police officer, to check on Tom, and I guess he lives somewhere where it snows. He was like, snow? In Southern California, where it's snowing? You must be confused with the franchise. This ain't Salt Lake. So then we go through the other stories that Erica's told, and Dorit brings up the fact that Erica didn't want him operated on because of his age. I don't know why she wouldn't try to off him. I mean, I guess now because the state would get the life insurance rather than her, and that's tax-free money. PK said, hold on. Now, we had the coupe flip the car, and then the step coupe flip the car. One of them car flips didn't happen, if not both. It's mathematically impossible. Impossible for both cars to go flipping to distract from Erica's debt. Impossible. Mauricio and PK like, look, we ain't housewives. We gonna tell it like it is. And a lie is what she is. We gonna tell it. We gonna tell it. Tell it like it is. PK and Mauricio just start laughing at this point when the chip heifer says, well, okay, so imagine he's in the hospital and the doctors say, we want to operate on the ankle, not the brain. PK says, honey, the brain is the issue. He's supposed to be a lawyer and he's claiming the coup defense. He don't need that ankle for nothing. But now it's the night of the chip heifer's wedding capsule collection. Would I let Dorit dress me for my wedding? No, I'm going to be wearing Old Navy swim trunks. I want my wedding simple, with good sandwiches, on a boat. So everybody heading to the party. Eric is in a good mood, but Sutton's nervous. Girl, you got a whole man. Why you nervous? Your boyfriend cuter than you. I'd never let a jailbird ruffle my feathers. Well, Dorit, I don't know what dress you have on, but I hope you didn't design it because it looks like shit. It looks like a sheet dress. Like, you know, when you were a kid, you turn a sheet into a wedding dress and you marry your teddy bear. I've worn that shit. And a Nene Leakes cold shoulder. I'm embarrassed for you. Crystal, you're floored by Dorit's house because you're tacky as fuck. Oh, Jesus. And that hideous dress you have on proves it. God, you can even make a red dress look like a school marm frock. Erica shows up and you could tell she's just happy she's getting a free meal for the night. I gotta say, Dorit's fashion show was stunning. The dresses were beautiful, the models were beautiful, the display was beautiful. The heifer know what she doing. She just won't shut up. Now, Renna, ain't nobody buying your little QVC frock, so why you gotta say, oh, this is a far cry from Beverly Beach? Let's see if anybody buys your little lip kit. Gabrice couldn't sell no makeup, and you might not be able to either. I don't know if anybody wants to walk around looking botch. Dorit, that dress was called the woman. It should be called the frock. No woman I know would wear that shit. So PK says to Kyle at dinner, we gonna tell Erica about some of our jokes because we was cracking on that heifer last night, and Kyle two-faced says, oh, you go right ahead. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna laugh at her. I'm gonna get Mauricio. You got Mauricio to bring that stuff up. You got Mauricio to say there are lies everywhere so that way you can say, I never said it. I never said it. I believed you. Girl, you are a mini Vanderpump. Except at least Vanderpump, when she did it, it was more plausible. So now Harry Hamlin shows up. Why? I don't know. Renna, now I could see Harry Hamlin sexually satisfying you, but don't say that man feeds you because you haven't eaten since 1980. So we all sitting around the table talking, and Kyle says to Garcelle, well, you had everybody up in arms today with your little comment. What comment? Oh. So Garcelle went on Ellen and she said, look, they coming after me, so I'm going after them. And Chip Heifer says, why are you saying that we're coming after you? Well, Garcelle said, shoot, you did the other day, Heifer. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Garcelle said, look, can I have an opinion that don't agree with yours? Because every time I don't agree with you, it's an issue. The Chip Heifer gonna say, I speak 4 languages. Good for you. And that doesn't make sense in any one of them. Oh my God. You are the most ignorant, overeducated heifer I'd have never met. You ain't even a brand name Chip Heifer. You ain't even a Dorito. You a Utz chip. That's what you is. You Utz. 99-cent bag where you know the chip's gonna be stale. Oh God, she gonna say, if you have an issue, if you think I talk too much, then tell me. Honey, everyone has told you several times, you talk too much. You just don't shut up. That's your problem. Garcelle said, look, nobody ever takes my side in this group except Sack Dress Sutton. So Garcelle says, you know, if Renna wanted to prepare our friendship, she would have taken up for me. Instead, she just sitting back watching all this unfold. Rinna, meanwhile, is like, look, you can take on the Chip Heifer. You don't need me for backup. So the Chip Heifer says, I welcome directness. I welcome you telling me to shut up. Okay, Heifer, shut up. You just go on and on. Make your point. That's it. That's why my videos ain't that long. I made my point and move on. Well, that was the shit. It was a filler episode. Like, Erica didn't say much. Her and Sutton still ain't speaking. Crystal is still not adding anything. Kyle's still being two-faced. And Giselle is still being fabulous. And Rinna's still being swollen in the lip. It's what it is.